Hello and welcome to Homemaking with Joy. I'm Rachel and this is my latest Azure Standard Haul. Azure Standard is one of my favorite places to shop for groceries and household items. I like that I can buy it all from one place and pick it up at the same time. A number of these items are repeat orders and a number of them are new, so I'm excited to share those differences with you. Let's start on this side with the gigantic bag. This is a 50-pound bag of organic hard white wheat berries. If you haven't been to my channel before, you may not know that I grind all of our own wheat into flour. I have a grain mill and I like it very much, and that's how I make all of our bread products. So I go through quite a bit of wheat. This is baby number 3, so I am feeding husband, 2 toddler boys, and myself for the both of us, and we like bread and I make all of our own. So hard white wheat is the way to go for us. I do also use hard red and soft white, but I need to stock up on this most frequently. So 50 pounds of that. Next we have, these are dried cranberries. They're craisins basically. And the bag was already opened, so that's why they're not in their original packaging. My kids really like these. I specifically like the Azure ones because these are sweetened with apple juice instead of any of the sugars that you would find in name brand craisins at the store. So these are great for just snacking on. My kids like them on yogurt or in their oatmeal. They're great to have around, and I can feel good about giving these to my kids, and I eat them too. I really like them on salads, although it's not salad season. Next we have, this is a new one. This is Sun Warrior protein powder. At the end of my pregnancy with this guy, I did not feel hungry, which is pretty normal for the end of pregnancy. You know, there's no more room in your belly for your stomach to expand. But I have still struggled with not feeling very hungry, but as a breastfeeding mom, I need to make sure I'm eating enough to make sure my milk is good quality and that he can keep growing. So it was kind of a blessing in disguise that I had to take a look at my macros, take a look at what I was eating to make sure I was eating enough. And I realized there's probably not enough protein in my diet. So this was on sale through Azure when I ordered it, and so I thought I'd give it a try. I haven't tried it yet, so I can let you know when I get to it. But some protein powder for smoothies and like homemade protein granola bars, stuff like that, I will use this. Next, this is a repeat purchase. This is peanut butter. 9 pounds of peanut butter. I like it because it's organic. It's just peanuts and salt, I believe. And it comes in this gigantic tub. So logistically how we use this, the oil has separated, so we'll mix it all together, and then I have a small jar that I keep in the fridge. So I'll put a little bit of this peanut butter in the fridge. When you put natural peanut butter in the fridge, it doesn't separate the oil and the peanut part, and so we'll just get a little bit at a time, and I'll keep this in the basement because it can stay at room temperature. But the peanut butter we pull for most often for PB&J sandwiches will be in the fridge. But I like having this on hand. I never want to run out of peanut butter because if all else fails, I have bread, I have homemade jam canned downstairs, and I have this peanut butter. So I can always make us PB&J sandwiches if all else fails, because adding baby number 3, sometimes things go a little haywire around lunch or dinner time. Anyway, moving on, this is another repeat purchase. This is a gigantic container of honey. Again, I like to keep lots of things on hand. I have a fully stocked pantry in my basement, and while I'm in the middle of cooking or baking, I don't want to run out of things, or if my husband wants something, he knows he can just go downstairs and we always have extra of it. Honey does not go bad. I like that it's raw honey, so we can use it medicinally as well. It has some of those good properties that help our immune system stay strong. So I'll put it in tea, my baked goods. My favorite bread recipe uses some honey in it as the sweetener, so I like keeping plenty of this on hand. In front of that, this is not a new purchase for me, but it is new through Azure. So this is my favorite shampoo. I use shampoo bars instead of shampoo bottles because I don't want any plastic waste if I don't need to, and these work great. So this is a J.R. Liggett's shampoo bar. In the past I've purchased them from J.R. Liggett's, but I checked Azure and it was less expensive through Azure, and I was already making a purchase, so I just added this on to my order. I highly recommend giving them a try. I have not tried the conditioner bar. I want to try that, but they didn't have that at the time of purchase. So, shampoo. These are Castile soap. So I have been looking for a good option for kids soap. I've tried a couple of other brands, but in order to purchase or in order to use that soap, I have to make a purchase from that brand. And if I don't have to make multiple purchases on a regular basis, I'd rather not, because I can just add this onto my Azure order. It makes it much simpler for me. So I'm going to give this a try. I got 3 little bottles. You can buy 1 little bottle, you can buy big bottles, but I thought I would start with this for my kids. The last thing I have are oats. These are quick oats. I also buy old-fashioned rolled oats from Azure as well. These are another thing that I like to keep on hand. In my basement, I have big food grade buckets that I like to keep bulk goods in, like oats, like wheat, like rice, things like that. And so I needed to restock my quick oats. I like to use it in baked oatmeal. I have a recipe here on the channel of regular oatmeal, oatmeal cookies, all of those things that you would use oats for. I like that they are organic. Oats are pretty heavily sprayed, so when possible, I like to buy organic, and Azure Standard makes that pretty easy. Because I'm doing everything in bulk, because I'm picking it up from the truck, we're removing a middle step there from the grocery store, I find that it's much more reasonable, more cost effective, I should say, to buy organic and feed my family this way. I really enjoy having bulk downstairs, of never running out. Of anytime I'm in the mood to cook or bake something, I always have the necessary ingredients. It has taken me a while to figure out how to purchase in bulk for my pantry and then cook that way, but now that I have, it's extremely convenient and I really, really like it. So if you would like to give Azure Standard a try, I highly recommend it. If you're not familiar with how Azure Standard works, it's basically a large co-op. You go to their website, you order the things that you want, and it gets put on a semi-truck. And the semi-truck will travel around your area and have a drop zone. So we all meet at the drop zone at the assigned time. They open the back of the semi-truck and they unload the truck and call your name. You come grab your items, put them in your trunk, and then you can go home. Our favorite part, well, my children's favorite part is getting to see a semi-truck up close. They really like to go look in the back of the truck and see the driver unload everything. And I've enjoyed seeing the same people there month after month and getting to know some of those folks, because a lot of us who order from Azure have similar mindsets, and so it helps us find people in the community who also agree with the things we agree with, or want to eat the way that we do, or get tips. I've seen a number of people say, hey, I was thinking about ordering that. Have you ordered that before? Do you like it? Can you tell me about it? There's another woman with almost my exact name. Her name is Renee, my name is Rachel, and our last names are the same except for 1 letter. So we've gotten to know each other as we've accidentally swapped items a couple of times. So it's just been a great experience for me. I've been very happy with everything I've gotten from Azure. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you want to give any of these items a try, I encourage you. I like them. Again, I've done repeat orders for most of these things. If you have any questions about them, feel free to leave them in the comments. You can also check out my channel for some other Azure hauls. Some of them are a little bit bigger than this one, but when you're buying in bulk, your total balance can add up pretty quickly. So this is just my 1 month Azure haul, and we'll see what I add to next month's. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.